Hey there everyone, this is your host Scotty Oka, and welcome back to Anime Studio Simulator. I almost forgot the name of it. So anyways, we're delegating all of these tasks. So we gotta make sure we balance everything out. So anyways, let's go ahead and figure this out. And hold on one second. There we go. So it's easier for me to get closer to the computer. Okay, so let's go on ahead. Mingle with people in the anime industry. Raise money for Blaze Chaser Conspiracy. Read books to learn more about making anime. And take it easy. I want to actually do read books because I think the more she knows how to do it, the easier maybe everything would be. That's a kind of a thing. So read books. I'm gonna go do sketch characters. Practice, because we don't want her to suck. Sketch potential. Wait. Actually, while she's working on that, she can work on backgrounds. And writing. See what happens. Although the others have their tasks set out for them, Yukari realizes there isn't much she can do at this stage in the process. The same goes for Mayumi. Yukari paces in frustration. She can't sit around and do nothing. After taking a moment to think of possible things she can help, Yukari decides to I want to read books about management. Yukari has never been in charge of a team like this before, so she bought a few books on how to be a good leader. So that's the best option, I think. She spends a day reading about team management and leadership techniques. I wonder what all the commotion is about. She screeches through the crowd and reaches the arcade. They're holding a dance revolution competition. Wow, those people are warming up real good. Wait a minute, isn't that the ultra rare Miku figurine? And it's only 4th prize? Looks like registration is still open. She hasn't played in a long time, and she knows it doesn't stand a chance against major competitors. 4th place, though, might be feasible. Oh, it might make her happy. Yukari enters the competition. Oh gosh, I haven't played this in forever. What was I thinking? Forget 4th place. I guess I'll have to settle down for being the comic relief. It's the 3rd day of work on Blaze Chaser Conspiracy. Yukari looks around the studio, but can't help but grin. The team is hard at work. This is exactly what she always dreamed of. Hey Yukari, wanna get lunch? What, now? Yeah, I mean, the last 2 days you barely ate. Is it really okay for me to leave? I mean, I'm the director. Shusuke looks up from his work. The rest of us take lunch breaks. Logically, you can too. But, oh, go on, will you promise not to burn down the studio? The reassurance helped her set aside her guilt. Well, alright. The cafe is crowded, but they're still able to find a place to sit without much difficulty. So, how does it feel? What does it feel like? Huh? You're an anime director now. Yeah, I guess I am. It still feels unreal. I have a lot of responsibilities if I want to make Blaze Chaser Conspiracy a success. Don't forget to relax now and then. What makes you say that? Hey, there's no way they actually burn anything down, right? If you're taking Sumiko's joke seriously, you definitely need to relax. Maybe you're right. She leans back in her seat, puts her worries out of her mind. One thing is certain. She can always count on Mayumi to make her feel better. When they return, the studio's quiet. The other 3 are still hard at work. See? Nothing burned. Aren't you gonna have lunch too? Yuko and I brought the food from home. As for Shunsuke, she lowers her voice to a stage whisper. I think he might be a vampire. Seriously? I've never seen you eat. I assure you, I eat. Prove it. Very well, then. I will. Hold on, I want to check the member status. Okay. So, wow, that really... So everyone's stress level is a little higher. I'm not too happy about how Yukari's happiness meter is. But at least her proficiency and management skills are doing alright. They're getting a little better. Everyone's proficiency has gone up a little bit, I think. I want to actually have Yuko and Sumiko do some practicing. Pray then. Yukari clears her throat. They cut off their argument and look at her. Both look sheepish, although not as quiet as they should. We got an anime to work on, remember? Aye aye. Aw, fine. Ridiculous as it was, their argument gives the studio a light-hearted atmosphere. The rest of the day is punctuated by Sumiko waving across as Shunsuke and shoving her compact mirror to his face to check his reflection. Even though he seems so serious and focused, he tolerates their jokes and gives only a mock angry comeback. Watching them makes Yukari smile. Shunsuke was the last member to join the team, so it's good to see him fitting in. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and save. Shunsuke makes good on his promise to prove he actually eats and makes enough food from home for everyone to share. Party time! Wait, a party? What are we celebrating? Our first week in the studio! Today's only Thursday. We haven't been here a full week yet. Then I guess we're celebrating you not being a vampire. What do I do to deserve this? Alright, we can party. After a while, however, Yukari looks around in surprise. They're missing one. What happened to Yuko? Oh, said she was going to the cafe. How strange. I want to find Yuko. Yukari finds Yuko at the cafe at a table sitting by herself. She has some papers with her and sketching character designs for Blaze Chaser Conspiracy. Yuko? Oh, is something wrong? No, I was just wondering why you left. Oh, it was a little too noisy in the studio, that's all. I wanted to go somewhere quiet so I can concentrate. She returns to her sketching with a smile on her face. Yukari watches her for a moment. She seems happy enough. When they first meet, Yukari worried her withdrawn nature might mean she felt out of place, but maybe she's just quiet. Yuko lifts her head. I want to check out the anime status. Okay. Yuko doesn't mind me working here. You don't mind me working here, do you? No, not at all. As long as you know you're a valued member of the team and as a good friend. Thank you. Nothing to worry about then. She'll fit into the team just fine. It's Friday. I'm going to save. When Yukari first gathered the team to work on Blaze Chaser Conspiracy, she made a promise with the team to meet up and have dinner together every Friday. Ever since then, they've all made it to this reoccurring event without fail. What a stroke of luck that Sumiko and Yuko's family owns a classy restaurant like this. Yukari and the others can dine in style with good friends and a discounted bill. The tempura... How much money do I have? The tempura in the shop is always so good. Maybe it's just because I love tempura so much. Don't lie, you're not fooling anyone. Huh? We all know you started eating because you watched that cooking anime. You just want to be like your favorite character Yusa, who loves to eat tempura. Embarrassed, Yukari ducks her head. Well, that's kind of true in a sense. There's no kind of about it. Hey, Yusa might have introduced me to tempura, but now I really love it. I wish my favorite character introduced me to new foods. She stirs her food in her half-melted pot of ice cream. Okay, and pouts for a moment. Then her expression brightens. Speaking of characters, are our characters almost done? How close are we? I say we're quite close. We're not close. You can't both be right. They just need a few minor touches here and there, which they should be good. The character designs aren't up to my standards yet. If only if I was a better artist. What are you talking about? You're a great artist. The characters don't look natural yet. Something about their proportions is off. And their faces are wrong. They're fine. I like them. And next week we'll have everyone take another look. Is that okay with you? Okay. Despite her agreement, Yukari gets the feeling Yuko isn't happy with her art. If she's a perfectionist, that could be a problem. And they'll deal with what they can get there. When the weekend comes, Yukari finds some free time at last. She wonders if she could get some more work done on Blaze Chaser Conspiracy, or take it easy for now. I'm gonna have a little bit fun. Yukari spends the weekend relaxing with some movies and anime. By the time the weekend ends, she feels refreshed and ready to face another week. See, that was the point, because her, let's see. Her stress level, decreased and her happiness meter increased. Okay. I don't know what I'm doing. Alright, so we're gonna delegate the tasks here. Actually, we're gonna do that. Storyboard. And opening and ending. We're gonna do that. We're gonna outsource those. And then, oh, okay, that takes money away. I get it now. So, we're going to raise funds. We're gonna doodle. And we're gonna compose the music. And then work on some writing. I'm gonna actually check the member status. I want to say this should do it. So upgrade. And tasks. Practice, actually. Then, well, balancing, but I'm going to try to do it this way. Okay. And I want to say this will not be enough to quite get them up to the full stress level, but we're going to try it. So, done. On Monday, Yukari spends some time going through the scenario of Blaze Chaser Conspiracy. Then she gathers everyone together to look at the character designs. I think they're fine. I don't see this herself. There's nothing wrong with constructive criticism, but if he presents his issues with the art poorly, it could cause the team's first major disagreement. And the design is bad, but the art style just doesn't go well with the scenario I wrote with Blaze Chaser Conspiracy. I mean, he made Taru look like a secret agent. Maybe he can reach. We should redo these designs so they display the character's traits and fits the story better. I know the designs need to be refined, but I can't completely redo them all. It took me a long time to get the designs right. I had trouble choosing the art style for Blaze Chaser Conspiracy. The one you chose just doesn't work. The art style and references have never been a problem for me before, but I was usually drawing fan art. I guess I need to improve fast. But if I have to redo all the character designs, Yuko falls silent. You're worried about the deadline, aren't you? Yes. I don't know if I can redo them in time. Yukari should be the one to decide. She's in charge. Each side has a good point, but with a limited budget and limited time, Yukari has to make this decision carefully. Well, I apologize for the coughing. As I said, I am still sick. Well, he does look like a secret agent, which could cause a problem, because you don't want the character to look one way, but in reality be really a completely different way. So that is true to that point. But due to time, God, what do I do? What do I do? brave and hope for the best. I mean, as I said, both sides have a good point. If we weren't so squashed for time, it wouldn't be a problem. It wouldn't, but god damn it! I'm gonna side with Shunsuke. Shunsuke is right. While they may have a tight deadline to finish the 2 episodes of the show, Yukari decides it's best to work with a firm foundation instead of a shaky one. The character designs need to be redone to match the scenario, or else the project's value will ultimately be lowered. Yuko takes off her earpiece. Yukari, do you mind if I step out for a minute? I need to make an important call. Sure, no problem. Yuko steps out of the studio and returns after about 5 minutes. Guess what? I won $15. We have more of a funding for the show. Actually, it is her money. So I'm not going to force her to do it. How did you win the $15 from a phone call? Sometimes I listen to my favorite radio station while working. It doesn't affect my work proficiency, I promise. Actually, it inspires me. Today, they had the prize ready for the 11th person to call the station. Actually, no. If it doesn't affect her proficiency, then it doesn't matter. As long as it gets the work done. So, actually, I'm going to celebrate. Fantastic! Congratulations! Thank you. Since it's a fair amount of money, why don't you add some to the studio's funds? Sure, that's fine. Especially since I used the studio time for this without asking permission. How much did you have in mind? I hate having those numbers. I'll say about... It is her money. I don't really want to ask for too much. I'll say 25. No problem. Now that we straighten out the scenario and character designs for the show, why don't we try to do some pre-release marketing? Pre-release marketing? You know, like how the other anime series always start marketing early to build up the pre-release hype. Then we'll have people shouting, "We want Blaze Chaser Conspiracy! We want Blaze Chaser Conspiracy!" Okay, that doesn't sound really good, does it? I remember one anime that had this cool alternate reality game with clues all across the internet. Then players found out the last clue, and it ended with a cliffhanger leading into the show. Don't forget, we don't have the budget like those companies have. We're lucky enough to have the investment funds Yukari worked hard to get. We can't squander that money until we have enough cash flow to survive. Right, we're working for free, remember? That's not something easy to forget. Could we do any sort of pre-release marketing without spending money? What about social networks? Do we have those? Not yet, but I can create pages for Blaze Chaser Conspiracy and start some guerrilla marketing, yo. Guerrilla marketing? Low cost, unconventional marketing, like a viral campaign. It will take time and ingenuity, but not cost us money. I'm not sure if it'll work, but it's worth a try. Oh, excuse me. Seems interesting. Let's let Shunsuke try his guerrilla whatever it is. We already have a lot to do already. Pre-release marketing was never in our plan. And we're up against a deadline. Are you sure it's okay to take on even more work? What do you think, Yukari? We want people to know about the show. If we get people to know about the show, maybe we can actually get more investors. It is a possibility of that. That's what I'm trying to think. But if it doesn't go according to plan, it could be a waste of time. If it's a waste of time, then we could be falling behind. I'll say do the pre-release marketing. I'll get right on it. He spends the rest of the day creating pages on social networks for Blaze Chaser Conspiracy. How's it going? Just finished one. What do you think? She looks over the shoulder at the screen. At the top of the page, he's placed a header image showing the main characters and their current designs, along with the title. There are several cryptic posts, each with a few lines of text teasing the conspiracy eventually uncovered by Itaru. From the looks of things, Shinosuke was more taken with Sumiko's ARG idea than he let on. As we work on Space on the show, we'll post updates here and to other pages. Sounds great. Keep up the good work.